Humor to your baby between 12 and 24 weeks. Between 12 and 24 weeks, if there are health issues that your partner is experiencing, whether she brought them into pregnancy or whether they're developing now, whether your baby is apparently going to have health issues or it's uncertain, that means this transition period until you really have moved through pregnancy and the birth and to make certain everything's all right. Health issues to the mother or the baby is always a concern to a father-to-be, without a doubt. You want your baby to be safe and healthy, and you want your baby's mother to be safe and healthy. So if there are health issues, it's sometimes very hard to be humorful towards your baby. But anybody who has a child that has health issues will tell you, you need to live a normal life, as normal as possible. And that includes humor. Nobody can live with a seriousness all the time. Sometimes we feel guilt. Sometimes we feel shame that we can't really protect or do anything about it. So fathers who help develop these skills, and there were health issues towards the baby or the mother, they really had to practice in a lot of ways, being humorful to that child as though this child was a normal child. If this child is a normal child and there are no health issues with your mother, well, that's an ideal situation, isn't it? So this is when you begin to imagine what your child's going to be like. You either know it's a boy or know it's a girl or have decided not to find out. But you can imagine and be humorful. If you look back on your life as a child, were your parents humorful with you? And if they were, you have good role models. If they weren't, you're a good role model. There was a great story once about a newspaper journalist who interviewed two men in the same town. They were about the same age. They lived very different lives. One was the town drunkard. He had never accomplished anything. He hadn't married, didn't have children. He never held down a job. He just was a bum. And the journalist said to him, "Why do you think you are like this?" And his answer was very clear and rapid. "My father was the town drunk. So like father, like son." The journalist went to the other man. He was married, had kids, was well respected, held down a job, was a nice man, loved by people and admired by co-workers. And the journalist said to him, "How did you end up living this life?" And the man gave a very direct, simple answer. And he said, "My father was the town drunk." So you have the ability to choose how and in what way you bring humor to your child. You can't feel it yet. Just towards the end, your baby's mother can only feel the baby fluttering from about 18 to 22 weeks. So by 24 weeks, you do know there's a baby in there. The baby is more real, and if you've had an ultrasound, you know it's more real. So be humorful with your baby at this point.